Hey everyone, welcome to a brand new video here on the channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different, and we're going to take a look at gearing up once you've hit level 60. Now, I'm an ultaholic when it comes to WoW. I like my ults and I want to find a quick way to level up. My primary objective is to get into the LFR, but you know, that may not be yours. So we've got a multiple of ways that we can gear up once we get 60, and we're going to walk you through those. Hopefully this video will be helpful. If it is, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get into the video. Alright, so once you've gotten level 60, you can start working on your renown, and there is a catch-up mechanic. Now, if you're an ult and you're leveling up through the Twisted Fate through level 50, you can actually start working on your renowned prior to then. You'll actually get a quest for each zone, and basically as you do dungeons attached to those zones, or you do world quest or their regular quest, that bar will fill up. Each bar that fills up will give you a renown. So you can get 4 renown basically before you even get level 60. Once you are level 60 and you want to gear up, there's a couple ways to go about it. PvP is a really good way from what I understand. I don't PvP myself. However, you'll also need to get renowned for the PvP to upgrade your PvP armor. You could spam dungeons. You could definitely do that. Going through, let's see, dungeons. Going through the 4 dungeons you can start off with, you'll have Plaguefall, Mists, Halls, and Necrotic Wake. Then once you're done with those 4, you'll have access to all of them, in which case you'll have to level through all of them, and you'll have to do that a few times so that you can hit 155, which will be required for heroics. And then you go through heroics until you can get closer to 170. To me, that's the long way. I do recommend doing some dungeons, because as you're doing dungeons, the catch-up mechanic will work and you may get a renown randomly. But the way I prefer requires minimal dungeons, no PvP, and you're not stuck doing a bunch of world quests. Some, but not a bunch. So as you go through and you get your renown, you will gain access to the quests. Those are what you want to work on. So as you do your Covenant campaign quests and get up there, you're actually going to be getting armor from your campaign. And at first, it's not the best, but as you continue to level up, you can actually upgrade this armor. So you may start with these gauntlets at like 155 and so on, and they'll go up as you level up. Once you get to a certain area, which is 17, once you've completed that one, you're then going to be getting level 184 gear. And as you go up and you do the next one, which will be, I think, around 20, you'll be able to get access 190 gear. What you can do with those pieces you've gotten, save those and come to your armor enhancer. You can then take your armor that you've already gotten and you can upgrade it to 181 or whatever level your current story's at. And this is a pretty good way of getting your item level up. The other things you might want to do is buy a Dark Moon deck, depending on your server. Could be around 1500 to 15,000 gold. It's going to vary, but that'll help with your trinket level and all that. And then, like I said, I do recommend some dungeons. I don't think I have any gear from dungeons on here. I think that was gotten from doing my Covenant quests, and these were, I think, world quests. But obviously they could stand to be upgraded. But now that I'm 173 with just doing that, I can now do the LFR. And depending on how many bosses that you get down in the LFR, you'll get different vault things. So right now you can only do 6 bosses, which means you're only going to get 1 vault choice. However, once you can get 7 bosses, you'll get 2 vault choices, and these items will be 187. So that'll be helpful as well. You could get rings, weapons, whatever. So that'll definitely boost up your gear if you're looking for that. If you want to do dungeons, once you get to this point, you can obviously do mythics. The mythic dungeons will help you get 187 gear, I believe it is. No, sorry, 184 gear. The other thing that you'll want to work on is doing Torghast to get your Soul Ash, because once you have 1250 Soul Ash, you'll be able to get a legendary item which is going to be level 190, or you can save up to 2000 Soul Ash and go for the rank 2, which is level 210. So that's definitely going to help you, and if you pick the right memory, you could use that in a ring slot or a back slot, so that will help you level up your items a little bit quicker, or your item level a little bit quicker. But really, you don't have to go through any dungeons if you don't really want to. You can do the Renown catch up by doing your callings. So basically, you'll get the 3 quests. They're basically daily quests, and they'll have you do, for example, defend Bastion, and you have to do some world quests in Bastion. You'll get the quest, and there will be a marker, an indicator right here that says Renown. So it'll show you that it's going to raise your Renown, and that's going to be particularly helpful in catching up. But you can also get the Renown by doing the world boss, which is weekly. I do suggest doing that as well. For the world boss, you're going to be able to get pretty decent items, possibly. I think they're level 207, yeah. And you can actually do the world quests as soon as you hit 60. You don't have to be high level or anything. I mean, there's just a bunch of people there spamming it, so definitely check those out. There's one in each zone, and yeah, basically you'll get armor and stuff from them. I know for some classes they have rings. Yeah, there we go, rings that you can get, which will also help boost up your item. So it's really, depending on which way you want to go, there's a lot of ways to level, and it's really quick. I think within about a week, I was able to catch up to item level 170, which lets me do the LFRs. And of course, doing some of the LFRs after that, you can progress into the regular raid. You can do pugs, or if you have a guild, you can go into that. Also, another way to level up your trinkets and stuff is going to be through the world quests. Some of them, and if you check them daily, will drop armor. As you're leveling up your Covenant Sanctum, as you're leveling up your Renown, you'll actually get a way to increase them. So for example, once you hit 19, the world quests will increase, and I believe with that you can get level 184 trinkets and stuff that will drop from the world quests. So those are definitely going to be helpful as well. I know there's one around here particularly that dropped a 184 trinket a couple days ago, and I'm sure that will recycle. So just check on these as you get your renown higher. Obviously, it's not really worth doing outside of getting your renown up prior to raising it up high enough, but once you get it to that level, you're going to have a pretty decent time with it. Alright, so that's basically it for the video. There wasn't too much, but I just thought maybe this will be helpful. If it is, go ahead and press that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. As always, thanks for watching.